So far, in this incident of this mom, Ebony Wilkerson, trying to drown their kids, I focused on mental illness and inherent evil that she has been practicing because, as I said, she's seeing demons, and you don't see demons unless you're a part of their world and you're messing with them. Okay, and it's clear that she probably has been through the various forms that it comes on. But I want to add a new dimension here. I just was listening to a program on 91.7 in which a psychologist was saying that insensitivity, in other words, how the electronic age could affect humans, and without guidance make them behave in certain ways. We see where binge drinking, where people challenging others, man, you can't drink more than me, either it's water or alcohol, and people are dying. People watch talk shows, and this in your face thing, this uncouth and insensitive kind of approach to stuff, and people are doing that in their private lives, and just I guess they're doing it for entertainment, but some people subconsciously and after watching it over time don't even realize that they're changing and becoming idiots or inhumane or whatever these shows are endeavoring to entertain us with, which is some hideous behavior that, if we look at it carefully, we'll see that's a problem. And in Florida especially, they like to take your kids because they're saying that these moms don't have parenting skills. Well, we have a whole bunch of shows that are undermining good parental skills. You look, for example, why would a mom want to drown her own kids that she nurtured and spent time and years out of her life were sort of invested in these kids? Why would a mom do that? Well, when you look at kindergarten schools now, somewhere along the line we came to this philosophy that you could train girls just like boys. There's no difference. And I can't believe that people talking stupid like this. Well, it comes from when folks go to school and don't have no education, just show up and graduate, and then because of whatever they're talking, as if, well, I've been to college and I know this, and they're using a couple of terms and people saying, yes, this is the new way to look at things. But if you look at it carefully, you'll see that it don't make sense. Now, there are some things that young girls have to do. Well, not have to do, but there will be wives, there will be moms, there'll be girlfriends. And while the guy is beastly and big and strong, you need a counterbalance there. You need somebody who's going to be tender and using another method in relationships. Because if in a home, this woman is strong, the man is strong, it's not going to work. You're going to have fighting, you have a whole bunch of problems. And also we're showing now where women are boxing, women are fighting amongst themselves, and even they're in this rough, I think it's WME, this horrific sort of fighting thing. Many women are thinking that they could fight with men. And because they're hanging out with men and they're doing things like men, you see in the street corners, which is a thing that's a new phenomenon. Women used to be in homes, but now they're hanging out in the corner. And you see them punching with the boys, and the guy's backing up and they say, yes, I'm good. No, the guy is just backing up because, he wants you, or you're his girlfriend or something, or you just don't believe that you should be down a woman. And I mean, I think that it is wrong. Even though these women are in the forces, army or police or whatever, when a battle comes down, you see they're trying to save their face because they know that this face is so important to them. They spend time in fixing it up in the morning before they go. I have to fix my face. Some people, they fix the face so much they can't recognize them. I went to see a friend of mine. We were to have a study session, and I couldn't recognize her. She hadn't time to do her makeup. I think I dropped in suddenly. But you have to make an appointment. So when you just come, she's prepared, and she does her young up in the face and whatever. So if we don't teach women skills that are going to help them to be good moms, how to cook, how to be tender, because when they're rough and the kids fall along, in fact, they could even see the kids doing some dangerous things, and they will think that, oh, that's normal, that's no problem. I mean, a man would be doing that, the woman would say, that thing you have those kids doing could get them hurt. But if they're just like the men and they aren't trained or appreciate, the tender side of their life, and they're rough and tough, they will treat kids very brutal and hard. So you have shows now, I think Lifetimes. My friend, she liked to watch those shows, and you can see there's some voodoo in the show. But somewhere along the line, I think that women who watch those shows develop a hatred for men. And so, you hate men, but you have to have one. Hello. I mean, what's the point? And so it's a big issue here. And some people, there might be reasons why they're not doing it, but folks are being conditioned right now, and then suddenly there's going to be a floodgate of you're going to see some inhumane acts towards kids. The Bible predicts it. And so it's mental illness which could come on from evil or from doing drugs and whatever, the evil that they practice, and then the shows that they're watching now, making them into total beasts and total inhumane and totally where they're going to go and damage the kids and kill them. So we're going to jail her now. We're going to blame them, and in Florida they're blaming the parents, but they won't go to the society. They won't go to these shows. These people are these producers of shows and televisions and stations, or ABC and NBC and whatever, and say, see this series you have here, it's going to affect the way women perceive themselves, how children perceive themselves, and we can end up with similar situation like this. Nobody has that. In fact, they don't even have the insight. So I'm just saying, we're gonna blame her now, but hey, who introduced her to the evil? Society. Who brought on those shows where it continued the inhumane and the not mama skills, and also they need to know how to cook. Women have an important role as to spending time in trying to be like men. They have to be medical doctors because they are the ones first who have to deal with the injuries and perceive the things that need medical, professional medical attention. All right, they're gonna need to know how to nutrition. Man, the women need to know so much stuff that when they're spending time in trying to be, roller skating and skateboarding and doing all this and that and whatever, not spending time to learn from older women and spend time to master those skills, the marriage is falling apart. The kids, the men, of course, spending time in the outdoors, trying to find out in the men's world how to live, military, getting a job, so on. We need to look at it from this perspective, and I think that if we do that, we would be able to save many, many kids and many, many marriages and many, many women from doing heinous things to their husbands and to their kids.